Hello, welcome to my vlog. My name is Kev. If this is your first time watching my vlog, this is a vlog where I show how I get through my week by week, day by day, living with the various disorders that I have. Those disorders are schizoaffective, which for me is a combination of schizophrenia and bipolar 1. I also have complex PTSD, and inattentive ADD, and I have an eating disorder called ARFID, which is Avoidant Restrictive Food Intake Disorder. So this vlog I try to show not only, in my overall vlog I try to show not only how I maintain my stabilization. I've been in recovery from mental illness disorders for about 15 to 17 years now. And I'm new in recovery to ARFID. And I am a mental health peer specialist. So I do this vlog for my own benefit, so I can look back on my week, reflect on what I've done, give myself a pat on the back for my efforts, and learn from my mistakes, and hopefully move forward in life. This vlog that you're about to watch is aptly titled ARFID, because I really concentrate on my ARFID this week. Let me tell you, I make it through the week doing pretty okay. It is the end of the week now, and generally in my vlog I let you know at the end of the week that I've made it through. Even though the times get tough, I make it through the week okay. I have some notes here just to go over. The week starts off pretty well, I'm doing okay and my mood is good. I come up with some really kind of cool new coping strategies throughout the week with my scheduling and my notes and my work. And then I have some sleep disruption and food insecurity issues that make climbing the ARFID mountain that I have to climb every day much more difficult. And it gets really bad and emotional and about Tuesday or Wednesday, and I end up reaching out for help and receiving help, more help than I was even expecting. By the end of the week, there's food in the house, I'm eating well. I find that when I start to intake food again, I get sick the next day. I'm not sure why I'm sick, but I kind of realized it was because I had binged so much food after not eating so much. Much of the week I spend working on my year planning, and I found that a lot of the why in my ARFID, why I have ARFID, is not only because I live with food insecurity, and I don't only live with food insecurity because I live below the poverty line. I don't make a lot of money. But there's another reason is because I live in survival mode. I've been homeless many times when I was a teenager, in my 20s and in my 30s and in my 40s. So at a very young age, I learned that I need to, when I wake up, learn how to survive through the rest of the day. And it's hard for me to look beyond that. And it's hard for me to create a household that I can survive beyond a day. And I'm looking day to day. So I'm trying to break out of, in order for me to really get help with my ARFID, I need to learn how to break out of survival mode. And some of that has to do with, it's hard to do because I don't make a lot of money. And I live below the poverty line, so I still deal with food insecurity, which makes recovery from ARFID very difficult. So what you're gonna see in the week to come is the week starts off good, and then kind of unexpectedly, the ARFID mountain just gets too tall to climb. I have a very difficult time. And then I reach out for help and I receive help, and the rest of the week gets a little easier. I still have a difficult time, but the ARFID mountain is a little easier to climb. So I learned a lot this week. I hope there's some things that you're able to pull out of this week's video. And if you do, some sort of wisdom or something that you can pass along to me and to other viewers, you're welcome to leave them in the comments. And be sure to like and subscribe. And from here, I'm going to send you now to the intro, and I hope you enjoy this week's vlog. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you to this community. And I look forward to reading your comments. So here we go. And say hello to my little guy here.
Hobo these roads in worn out shoes, carry my load, but not nothing to lose. Long forgotten miles of curious trials wore away and weathered my blues. Now I've got nothing left but dreaming to
Good morning. Happy Monday. It's time for me to get up. It's about 7:30, 8 in the morning, and it's Happy Monday and day one. I'm so sore. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna make my coffee. I think I have to go to the store to get creamer, and it's below freezing out, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna make my coffee, and then I gotta put on layers of clothes so I can go to the store and get some creamer for my coffee, and that'll wake me up really quickly. All right, let's get moving. Happy Monday. Hello, I'm out for my walk. Gotta go get some coffee and some creamer, and then I'm also gonna get some chili for lunch. There's the train. Sorry about the noise. The train is loud. It's usually louder than that. It comes in going ding, 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 ding. Anyways, it's 13 degrees out, which is -8 Celsius. So it's pretty cold, below freezing. But this is waking me up, and it's a good shock to my system. So I'm gonna go home, make my coffee. Today's gonna be a good day. I feel like it. I'm gonna have to work at it though. It's not just gonna be a good day all by itself. I gotta put some energy into it. And my energy has been lacking lately. I haven't had a lot of energy, so hopefully I can keep up the good energy today. I'll show you, I have two desk chairs. I have a black one and an orange one. The black one is for relaxing, when I want to sit at my desk and want to relax and put my feet up and watch movies and play games. And then when I want to get work done, I sit on this orange one here because it's comfortable, but it's more of a work position. You have to sit up straight. You can't really lay back and recline and relax and stuff. So this is my work chair when I want to be productive. And this is my morning relax chair and look out the window. Cheers. So I've done my coffee. One thing I forgot to do today is my daily grateful. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that because it's usually I do it first thing when I wake up, and I kind of am waking up. I might do it, I'm not sure. It'd be good for me, even if I don't make a video about it. But I'll put that on the agenda. But right now I've had my coffee, and I've kind of woken up a bit, done a lot of staring out the window. Now I'm gonna get ready to do my morning routine. That includes taking my meds, taking a shower, putting on new clothes, eating a little something, and meditating. And I meditate for, about 15-20 minutes. So I'm gonna get going on my routine. I like to open up the shades in here and let the daylight in and make it feel it brings the energy level up. So that's what I'm gonna get started on, my daily routine. Hello. So I thought I'd say hi, show you how I do my meds. I have this little med station here. All these bottles right here are old. Well, this is a new one that I need to put in there. These are all old bottles that I need to do something with. I often use them for when I travel. I put a daily dose of all my meds in one of these, and then I just bring like several bottles so I can just pop a bottle, when I'm traveling. So I kind of save these bottles, but I need to recycle them eventually. So what I do is I keep all my meds right here in this little apothecary drawer. And now a lot of people use those meds that have the Monday through Saturday and Sunday, where you place them all for the week. And you come, you take your meds, you're done. I used to do that, but it didn't work well for me because I would often forget to take my meds. It wasn't part of my routine and my ritual. So now I have all my meds here in the bottles, and every day I come here as part of a ritual, and I know whether I've done it or not. And I remember to do it because it's part of my daily routine. And I go through all my meds. And that way I know what I'm running low on. I know that I'm taking the correct medication. There have been times where I've been sent the wrong doses in the past. And doing it this way, I didn't go a whole week of taking a wrong dose. I fixed the problem right away. So as I'm doing this, I'm taking out each of my meds. I take 6 different medications. One of them is the antipsychotic, and the other 5 are for my heart. So I just do them one at a time, and take out the pill, and say I take it out of this one, and then I put it into this empty one right here. That way I know whether I've taken my meds or not because of they're in the other tray. This is the I've taken my meds tray. So just go through my meds here. Make sure I'm taking the right ones, looking at the labels and stuff. And this makes it a ritual. It also makes it so I'm putting in effort in my day. I'm thinking about what these meds are doing for me, why I take them, and why they're important for me. These are my antipsychotics here. Oh, okay, so I got my meds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types of meds. Good to go. And then I usually come over here and take my meds. And then I like to check in with Okami. Okami was my dog that passed away a couple years ago. And this is a picture of her and I in the morning. My landlord gave me to this after she passed away. This is because we would go down and visit the landlord to get a treat. So she took a picture of us one morning. And so when I'm taking my morning meds, I'm also visiting with Okami and just remembering a little bit what it's like to have her in my life. And then I'm also looking at the weather for the day. checking out the weather. It looks sunny out, but it is super cold. It's below freezing. So from here, I go in and I take a shower, and you can't come with me. Okay. Got my coffee. And taking my meds, I've taken a shower. Oftentimes, after I take a shower, I'll do my little rowing machine that's over there. I'm having some pain up here this morning, and when I'm having pain, I don't do my rowing machine. But usually, I don't really do it to work up a sweat or anything. I just do it a little bit to loosen up my hips and loosen up my shoulders and my muscles. So I'm gonna skip that this morning, and next is meditation. But before I do that, I'm going to open up all the shades in here, open up the windows, and make my bed. And so open up all these shades and stuff, and then I'm gonna make my bed and meditate for, I'm gonna put on a sweater too because it's a little chilly in here, and meditate for about 15-20 minutes. I don't have a timer. I just sit, and what I do is I check in with myself and my body. I check in with myself and my mind, and the conversations that are going on in my mind. I check in with how I'm feeling emotionally. And then I think about the day, and I think about what I hope to get done today. I kind of picture myself moving through the day a little bit to give myself a little positive energy and motivation. And I check in with God, and I talk to God, and I ask God to let me see God's work in my life somehow. If God is helping me in my life, I ask God that I can see it. And I keep an eye out. So that's what I do is I meditate, check in with myself, check in with my higher power, and kind of plan the day in my head. So, but first I'm gonna open up all these shades and make my bed. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling kind of nice and relaxed and calm. I did my meditation check-in. I'm switching out my relaxing chair for my work chair. And I have a big cup of coffee. I haven't eaten yet because I'm not really feeling hungry and my stomach's feeling a little upset. I think eating is gonna bring me some anxiety today. But I did pick up, when I went to the store today, some chunky chili, and I like chili. It gives a lot of protein and stuff. It's easy for me to eat. It doesn't cause me a lot of anxiety, it just causes me a little anxiety. So I'll be having that later, probably a late lunch. I'm not really feeling like eating now. Right now I'm going to sit down at my desk, and I'm going to go through I'm still working on putting together my calendar for the year. And because I want to go to different events and different conferences, different festivals, I want to go see different places and meet different people in my vlog and throughout the year. So I have a file that I keep, and I have my book of many things that I'm going to open up. And what I'm going to be doing today is Still working on my year calendar. I could show you a little bit of it here. You probably can't see it very well, but this is kind of what it looks like, where the side closest to me is different things that are happening throughout the year that I want to get to or want to remember, don't want to miss. And then the other side is my weekly schedule that I'm working on. So I want to complete this and work on this some more, and until it feels like a good flow. It's feeling pretty good right now. So let's see. Something I want to do today is my daily grateful. So I think that's the first thing I'm going to work on is opening up, put this over here and put that over there. And I have my daily grateful book. So I'll sit here and start the morning nice and slow. It's actually almost noon now. I try to start my work day about noon, and at least by noon. You know, often I start earlier, but I like to take my time in the morning and have my morning. So it's noon, and it's Monday, and on Mondays and Fridays I do my daily grateful. So I'm gonna sit down, kind of look out the window, and think about what I'm grateful for in this moment.
Come over here, my own true love. Sit beside me while I die under blue skies and leaves of autumn. Here is where I'll say goodbye.
Okay, I've been sitting here working, looking at all the different things that I want to do throughout the year, and from my book of many things, and I've been entering it into my little calendar book. And then in my little calendar book, it shows the month, and then it has this little space to write things for each day. And what I'm going to use that for is to write down what I got done today. And each day I'll have a list of the things that I got done. And the reason I'm doing that is, one is I often forget the things that I got done. And so I don't give myself enough credit for getting things done. I often feel like I didn't get anything done when I actually got a lot done. So this will help me remember that, hey, you got some stuff done. And it'll also give me a little dopamine boost every time I get to write something in here that I worked on or completed or something like that. Or when I just open it up, I get a little dopamine boost of, whoa, look at all the things that I completed today, or this week, or this month, you know? So this calendar book, it's gonna keep all my dates organized, but it's also gonna be my done list, the things that I've done. So I'm taking a little break. I feel good about the work that I got done. Let's see, so far I did my routine, I started my vlog, I did my daily grateful, I worked on my 2026 schedule, doing research. I texted my social worker to set up a new appointment for social work. And I called my cardiologist, and set up an appointment for February to get my annual checkup, get my heart looked at. So I've done some good stuff. Now I'm looking at different days of the week. In February, I'm looking at, like at the moment, February 26th is ARFID Awareness Day. And I have ARFID. So I thought I would do something on that day, you know, and put it in my calendar. February 26th, I will do something for ARFID Awareness Day. And so I'm sitting here kind of brainstorming on different things that I can do. I also have different days throughout the year, like World Bipolar Day. Oh, I have them written down here. Let me show you, that way you can see. I have here listed important dates. And so I have things like finish my book, my son's birthday, my girlfriend's birthday. But I also have February 26th, ARFID Awareness Day. And also in late February is Eating Disorder Week. I have, September is Suicide Prevention Month. So I want to do something special for that. October 10th is International Mental Health Day. And the first week of October is Mental Illness Awareness Week. March 30th is World Bipolar Day. So I want to plan things to do for those days, you know, probably with a vlog. And I don't want to just let those days go by and not do anything. So I also put in here New Hampshire Comic-Con, which I want to go to because Felicia Day is going to be there. And I would love to meet Felicia Day. She is the author of one of my favorite books that changed my life. There's also in August a thing called Terrificon, which is a type of Comic-Con in Connecticut. And the authors of the comic book that I used to read when I was younger called ElfQuest, they might be there. So I'm keeping an eye on that to see if they'll show up. So basically, also in December I'm going to be releasing a winter album that I'm going to be writing throughout the year. So I've been working on this, and right now I'm brainstorming on those special days to see what special days are coming up this year and what special things I can do for them. So while I'm doing that, I'm eating my lunch. I have chili with beans and meat, and I was getting pretty hungry. So I'm having my lunch now and just kind of brainstorming. I do a lot of looking out the window while I brainstorm. So I'll check in later. So I got a good amount of work done today. Worked for 3.5 hours, just kind of really hard working. And I'm taking a break. I was getting a little overwhelmed. But some things I got done today, I keep on my little list right here. Doing my vlog today, that's something. Did my daily grateful today. I scheduled a social worker meeting. I scheduled a cardiologist meeting. I did some planning for my year. I did some planning for ARFID Day and World Bipolar Day, and spring 12-hour live stream. I created a to-do list of tasks that I need to get done on a daily and weekly basis. I wrote to someone about being interviewed by me as part of my next inspiration sessions. And I wrote to someone about they're vacuuming out in the hallway. But I wrote to someone, a venue, about hopefully hosting a benefit concert for Home for Little Wanderers. So that's a pretty good list so far. I got other things done, like the 2026 planning that I did was actually a lot of work. I looked into all the different days that are coming up throughout the year and marked what I want to do on what days and stuff like that. I went through my book and put them in the book. Eventually I'll want to put them into that calendar on the wall over there. But I was getting a little overwhelmed, so what you might notice is I've lowered the shades and in here, and even brought this one down a little bit. And it's brought my energy level down a little bit. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm thinking about, I know I just ate a bowl of chili, but I'm still hungry. And I also wanna think about dinner. So I think I'm gonna take a break, maybe listen to some music, and think of what I wanna do for a lunch dinner combo. And for later, I'm gonna have to leave the house. I see down the street there's a taco truck. He's been out there for a week now in the freezing cold. I got a quesadilla from him last week and it was really good, but it was expensive, so I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Hello. I went to the store to get some dinner, I got a microwave meal. It has pasta with sauce and ham and chicken. So, and then I got a little ice cream for dessert. It is so cold out. It is well below freezing, and I am chilled to the bone. But I put in 4 hours of work today, which was my goal. I got a lot done. And what I have next is I was planning on doing a Monday music live stream. And I'll have to use my phone to do that because I realized the equipment that I was using with my computer microphone wasn't very good. So I thought tonight I would do it with my phone because the microphone is pretty good. But I haven't done a live stream in like a month of music. I haven't performed music in like a month or so, so it should be good. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna have some dinner at home, relax a bit, and then I think at 6 o'clock I'm gonna do a live stream. So I'll check in later. Hey, so I've been sitting here doing work. I had my dinner, and I was just kind of doing random work, and I played a little guitar for a little while. I was gonna go live and do a live stream music, but then I forgot, and I just didn't. My analytics showed me that there wouldn't be many people online, so I was like, well, maybe I'll do it another day. I wasn't really feeling it, and I was kind of into something at the moment where I was working on a music for a song, so I decided not to go live. So that kind of ends my work day, where I got four good hours of work today, where I kind of concentrated and was able to focus and get some things done, some emails written, some scheduled. And now I'm just kind of relaxing. I have my game RuneScape, which I play. Sometimes I play that online. You might see me online playing my RuneScape game. And I'm also watching a vlog. So I like to watch vlogs as well. So I'm just relaxing. That's going to be my evening. It's just after dinner time, and I'm just going to relax here. It's about 6:30 now, and I got some Fig Newtons, and I have some a little ice cream treats in the freezer, so I can have some snacks. I'm gonna watch some people's vlogs, maybe play a little RuneScape, and chat with my friends via text, and then probably go to bed nice and early, about 9 o'clock. The reason I go to bed, I know 9 o'clock probably seems early, but I go to bed at 9, but I don't fall asleep. It takes me a long time to fall asleep. So if I go to bed at 9, I fall asleep by midnight, or 1 in the morning. But if I go to bed at midnight, I won't fall asleep until 3 in the morning. I have to be there and lay there for a couple hours. It takes a long time for my brain to settle down. So that's why I go to bed early. Takes me a long time. Sometimes I listen to relaxing music. Sometimes I listen to an old podcast that I've heard a bunch of times, that it won't be too distracting, just to have the voices going and some sort of sound. So that's why I go to bed kind of early. I struggle with insomnia and sleep issues, so I try to keep a good sleep hygiene. I think I'm probably gonna do some reading before bed, but that's later. That's a couple hours from now. Right now, I'm just going to probably have my ice cream treat and watch some vlogs and play some RuneScape all at once. All right, I'll check in at some point. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Cheers. It's about 5 in the morning, and oh wow, when I block this light over here, I get color in my face. what was I gonna say? So I'm just waking up, and I had a rough night, some really bad dreams. And the sun's not up yet. I just woke up, made my coffee, and I'm sitting at my desk and relaxing. Not in crisis. I'm feeling okay. I just feel like I didn't get much sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, it doesn't do me any good to try to go back to sleep because it really never works. It's hard for me to go to sleep once I wake up. It's harder for me to go to sleep in general, so. There's not a lot to watch out the window because it's dark out, but the train goes by and there's a shuttle bus that's been running too, every 20 minutes. So that's what I'm doing, sitting here having my coffee and counting the intervals of trains and buses. I'm doing a little hopping around on the internet as well. And yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my morning, try to wake up, and that's really about it, I think. My brain is kind of in brainstorming mode where I kind of want to open up my notebook and start thinking about ideas. But I'm gonna just sit here in brainstorming mode, watch the buses, watch the trains, and then watch the dark sky slowly turn to light. So that'll be pretty nice. Okay, I'll check in later. Hey, checking in with the vlog. It's morning. I'm still having my coffee, and I'm playing RuneScape here, and I'm live on the internet on YouTube, if you can see right there. So I've just been having a good morning, quiet morning, and I decided why not go live, and because usually I go live in the evenings, you know, and why not go live in the morning and see what's up with that. So just taking my time. Hey, checking in again. Had fun doing a little live stream this morning. And then I've been sitting here just kind of looking out the window. A little nervous about the day. I don't know why. I don't need to be. I am my own boss, right? So I was thinking, it's only 8:30 in the morning still. It's pretty early. I'm really sleepy, but I want to keep going forward because I think if I laid down, I wouldn't fall asleep. So I think I'm just gonna move through my routine. Gonna take my meds, take a shower. I don't have anything for breakfast, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that yet. I can probably go to the store and get something. That will require going outside in the super cold. I might have something here. I don't know. I haven't really. I'll have to look. But so I'm gonna take my meds, take a shower, get changed, and yeah, think about breakfast, lunch, and but I'm gonna take my time. That's what I wanted to say. That was the whole point. Is I'm not gonna get up and go do it all like I often do. I start my routine and I don't stop until I kind of finish. But on some days I take my routine a little slower. You know, I'm gonna get up, take my meds, and then I'm just taking my time. Take a shower, get changed. It might take me a while. Put on some music, maybe do some singing, and think about the day. So yeah, I'm gonna take my time, go through my routine. I kind of want to be honest here this morning. My ARFID brain, my eating disorder brain, because I'm having my hunger pains, which I'm starting to get again because I'm eating again. And before I wasn't getting hunger pains, they wouldn't come anymore, but now I'm having hunger pains. And it makes me want to go back into bed and lay there until my hunger pains go away. And I want to try to keep moving forward and get to the store to get some food in my belly. I'm gonna go to the food bank today to get some food, but they don't open till the afternoon, so I don't really have anything here. So I want to work through my routine and then get to the store and just get a little something to eat. I don't want to eat. What I really want to do is crawl back into bed, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. A lot of mornings with my eating disorder, I don't want to eat anything. The thought of eating causes me a lot of stress and anxiety, and I just want to crawl back into bed because I know from experience that the hunger pains will go away. So I'm going to move forward and go through my routine. My goal is to go through my routine, bundle up nice and warm with a couple layers of clothes, because it's very cold out, and head over to the store, just get something. I don't want to spend money on food. It's really, it gets me nuts that when I have to spend money on food when I don't want to eat. Because money is hard to come by. So, hey, I just got a new person on my Discord. So I'm having a hard time with that this morning. It's a mountain that I have to climb just about every day, and to get me to eat something. So yeah, just gonna keep moving forward. I want to really take my time, but I also want to get to the store and get some food. So, all right. Hey, I made it through my routine, took my meds, took a shower, managed to put on clothes, and now I'm just having a panic attack. And my hunger pains are really big. I think because yesterday all I really had to eat was a small bowl of chili. And then I didn't really think to eat the rest of the day. So today I'm feeling a little weak and shaky, and my hunger pains are a lot. I'm feeling annoyed by my hair, which happens sometimes when oftentimes when I'm not sleeping, but I feel the need to shave off my beard and mustache or shave my head or something. And I just feel horrible and panicky. More anxiety than panicky. But I'm gonna go to the store. That's my goal. I can't think of anything at the store that I can eat. With ARFID, my eating disorder, it makes it so it's not. A lot of people think of it as of a picky eater, that I just don't want to eat some things. It's not that. It's that I cannot eat food without gagging unless it's a certain type of food, and that type of food and texture of food changes. And I can't really think of anything over there at the store that I could eat. In order for me to do bulk grocery shopping, I have to take a train, one stop up, and it drops me at at a store, because the other store is like a 20-minute walk, and I can't really do that in the cold. And I'm just not taking the train in the cold today, so I gotta kind of live out of the convenience store, which is really expensive. So I'm trying to think. The only thing I can think of that they have over there is a can of Chef Boyardee ravioli. And I just eat it out of the can because I'm not going for taste. I'm not looking for something to satisfy me eating. I just want my hunger pain to go away. And then hopefully I can also find something to have for lunch. The first thing that I eat in a day brings me so much panic and anxiety, I just want to crawl back into bed. Once I get through that first thing, the rest of the day gets a little easier for eating. But eating that first thing is so hard. Smoothies are really good, but they don't really have anything like that. I might have to start with some juice. I think I could do some juice, and I don't know. I'm gonna go and see what they have. I have to sit here for a little while and just kind of catch my breath and let this hunger pain kind of subside a little bit before I walk out in the cold. So ARFID doesn't get talked about very much, and it really affects my everyday. All right, I'm gonna get going. Update. I'm gonna take off all this stuff, and I remembered I had some oatmeal, and I feel like I can eat some oatmeal, and I won't have to go outside in the cold yet, and it will quickly help me with my hunger. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up and go make a bowl of oatmeal and try to slowly eat that. Checking in. I've gotten down half a bowl of oatmeal so far, and I want to give up, but I'm determined I want to give up and crawl into bed. My hunger pains are starting to go down with a half a bowl of oatmeal. So I'm like, oh good, I want to stop, but I know I have to finish this bowl of oatmeal. It has apples in it as well. Little pieces of apples. So I'm gonna try to finish this. It's still early in the morning. It's like 9 in the morning. And my schedule that I hope for myself is to start my workday at noon. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna sit here and kind of force myself to get down the second part of this oatmeal, because that'll make me feel better in the long term. And then I'm gonna lay down and, I'm gonna meditate. I haven't done my meditating yet, so I usually sit on my bed on my knees, probably like you saw earlier in the vlog, and just check in with my mind, my body, and check in with my higher power, and look at my day. And I think that's as far as I've gotten. I might, I have a couple hours before I want to start my work, so I might lay down and just do some breathing and listen to some music and relax. Hey, just doing a check-in. I'm getting ready to go to the food bank. That's why I have my jacket on. And normally I would vlog on the way over, but it looks really cold out. I spent the last 3 hours in bed. I had my bowl of oatmeal, and I just felt horrible, and my mind went downhill fast, and as did my mood. So I laid in bed, and I tried to get a little sleep, but I couldn't get any sleep. I just laid there for 3 hours, and trying to come up with the motivation to get up and do something. To get up, I have to go to the store and go to the food bank, and I'm finding it really hard to do that. I'm gonna go to the food bank, but this food bank no longer really has very much. They don't give you very much food. I'm really just going to get a half a gallon of milk and maybe a package of protein. That's it. And then I'm gonna have to go to the store to actually get something to eat. Because the food bank really probably won't have anything for me that I can eat tonight. So, and I don't want to spend money on food, but I'm gonna have to. So I'm angry. I'm angry, and I feel like I need some help with the day. I could use someone helping to motivate me or something, giving me a "you can do it" or something like that would be nice, but I gotta just do it on my own. I did a little praying, asking God for help, and I don't see that I got any. I tried to keep my eyes open for how God is playing a role in my life, and I seem to be either blind to it or he's not. So he's staying very distant. So against what I want to do, my brain is screaming I'm having a lot of intrusive thoughts of very negative, I don't want to use certain words, but certain types of abuse are going through my head in torture, and because of my dream, and I don't have a lot of control over it. It's just images and thoughts just keep coming into my brain that are really, really dark and negative. So I'm not feeling very good, but I'm gonna force myself to get up and out the door and see if I can get some food. Hey, I'm just getting home, and the food bank didn't go so well. I got there, had my backpack so I can carry all the stuff, but I got there and there was a line like out the door. So I got in line, but I haven't really eaten anything today except a small bowl of oatmeal. So I really didn't have energy, and I was getting weak and panicking in line. So I left, and I wasn't even close. I was gonna be there another hour in line just to get a half and a gallon of milk and a thing of chicken. So I left, I went to the convenience store, and I got a bowl of ramen and a can of ravioli. That'll be my meals for today. And I'm not a happy camper. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my ravioli now. I'm gonna save the ramen for later. And I'm gonna sit down at my desk and try to work on my mood. My perspective and my mood is very negative right now, and so I don't enjoy having a negative mood, obviously, and so I want to have a better mood and get things done. Yeah, so I'm doing my best. All right. I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat. My hunger pains have gone away. And I can't eat while I'm having hunger pains because it makes me gag and nauseous. So my hunger pains have gone away. So I'm gonna eat this Chef Boyardee. It's not very good. I just eat it right out of the can because it's not any better if you heat it up. So that's what I'm gonna try to get down, get something in my stomach. And really, my focus all day today has just been trying to overcome the mountain of my ARFID, my eating disorder, trying to get something in my belly. So I got some ravioli. I'm gonna begrudgingly sit down and eat it. I didn't mean for today to be all about ARFID, my eating disorder. I wasn't expecting that today. I wasn't expecting to have such a rough night last night. What I was expecting was to sleep well and get up and have a day like I had yesterday where I got a lot of work done. That's not happening today. My brain is not in a good place today. I finished eating my can of raviolis and I feel really sick to my stomach and nauseous. But it will settle down and I'll start to feel a little better in a little while. I go through this most days, trying to get something in my belly, and my eating disorder really fights against it, and it's a real struggle. So I don't know what to do with the rest of my day. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Finally got something in my belly. Now I want to turn my sights towards getting some work done, but I really feel like I need to sit here and let that food settle and get my brain right. I'm in a very negative perspective and still having a lot of intrusive thoughts and kind of don't know what to do with myself. So I'm just gonna sit here for a little while and try to figure things out. Hey, so been trying to motivate myself to get some work done and stuff. So I have my to-do list here, and this is also my yearly stuff. So I'm kind of just looking at it, looking for things that I can get done today. Looking at it, like all the different things, and seeing if anything pops out on my to-do list that I feel like I could get done. I don't feel very capable of getting things done. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm sitting here looking at my to-do list and trying to move forward with today. And I thought about just turning on the video game and saying, all right, I'm done, you know, but it's only 3:30, you know, so I could get some work done and still have time for myself later. So I'm gonna look at this to-do list and try to get some things down on my done list, and it would be nice to be able to write something down on there. So okay. Good morning. What day is it? Wednesday. My hair is sticking straight up. I had a rough night last night sleeping. Again, I didn't sleep very much and I had bad dreams, and I'm waking up kind of in a rough spot mentally. And so I'm making my coffee, and it's a rainy day out today, and so I'm just kind of looking out the window, waiting for my coffee to be ready, and so I can kind of wake up. Wake up, come on, put a little makeup, All right, I'll check in. Maybe waiting for my coffee to be ready, and then I'll check in a little while. Okay, checking in. My hair is still sticking straight up. Checking in. I had a good morning sitting there by the, looking out the window, and I was doing some work. I got an email from my landlord saying that they need my bank statements and PayPal statements for recertification. So I got that downloaded into a file. I'm gonna bring that down to the landlord. And then I'm gonna come back upstairs and jump right into my individual therapy session. Okay, so I dropped that off with the landlord and they gave me these presents. And that were left here by there's a property owner who owns this building and then kind of rents it to the VA, the Veterans Association. And I don't know the name of the company, but during Christmas time, they drop off little gift baskets. And it's just got like cleaning supplies and soap and laundry and trash bags and stuff like that. And then there was also someone, another veteran in the building who passed away recently, and their family came around and gave all the veterans little Christmas bags. People pass away here a lot. They kind of move in here, retire here, and live out their days here. Some of the older folks, since I've lived here 6 years, and I think probably 12 to 14 people have passed on in the building. All right. So those are nice little surprises for today. And I'm gonna get ready to go into individual therapy. And my brain's kind of on fire. It's moving fast. It feels like the engines are really moving. That doesn't feel very safe. I have, let's see, I got 7 minutes. I'm just gonna sit, do a little square breathing, big quick breath in, slow long breath out. I'm gonna sit and do that and relax into my therapy meeting. Try to slow down my brain a little bit. Hello. So I just finished individual therapy. That went well. I hadn't had individual therapy since before Christmas. So it's about 3 weeks. So we had to talk. I had to update her on how Christmas went and how my birthday went and the new year. So it was kind of a lot of talking about what I went through and through the month of December and how I made it through and what tools I used. December was a very hard month. I find that it often is, and we talked about how I'm already making plans for next December and what I'm gonna do to get through next December. So and then we talked about my ARFID because I really told her, I said, I feel very alone in recovery from my ARFID. I feel like I don't really have any help from anybody and I'm just doing it on my own and I'm educating myself and learning about it myself. I've tried groups and things like that and I haven't really found anything that's working for me. And so we talked a lot about that and we kind of made a plan that we're gonna kind of focus on my ARFID a bit. We're still gonna check in on how I'm doing with my triggers and my mood adjustments, and because I do have a mood disorder and I don't take mood stabilizers. So I'm constantly having to adjust my mood back to stable. So, I just did a lot of talking and I did some crying. So, yeah, I talked about how I feel very alone in my diagnosis of ARFID, in that I'm I'm fighting. Every day I have to climb this battle. Sorry, my tears are very on the surface, but every day I have to climb this mountain called ARFID. And I don't feel like it's easy to understand. I think it would be hard for someone to understand why it's so hard for me to put food in my mouth and swallow it and eat food. And there are a lot of reasons why. It's not just putting the food down in eating food, but I have trouble getting food and maintaining a home. Because I've lived a lot of my life in survival mode. How am I going to get through today? Which makes it difficult for me to do simple things. Like, what am I going to eat this week or this month? Or, managing my finances in a way to keep food in the house and think beyond the day. So a lot of my goal this year, therapy-wise, is to try to step out of survival mode and look and to gain the skills to look beyond the day. It sounds so simple, but it's something I've always had to try to make it through today. And so even now, my brain is just, how do I make it through today? And I'm not thinking about tomorrow. So it was a tough therapy session. Got a lot out. I'm going to take some time. It's only 11 in the morning. I haven't really had my time to just sit and stare out the window. So I'm going to do that for a little while, have a cup of coffee, check in with myself, settle down my emotions, and kind of look at what I want today to be. Once again, I need to think about what and when I'm going to eat. And maybe go through those gift baskets. I could look through and see what's in those gift baskets. I think it's mostly like cleaning supplies, but maybe there's a treat in there. I don't know. I have to say, I enjoy looking out the window on a rainy day. I don't know what it is. I will check in later, and after I kind of sit and collect myself, and I'm going to think about going through my morning routine. Hey, cheers. So it's about 11:30, and I just got some more stuff done. I was checking in with my lawyer and stuff for my disability case. So just kind of, I haven't done, it's not noon yet, and I haven't done my routine. I'm getting ready to do my routine, but checking out my to-done list. That's what I've been calling it. Instead of a to-do list, it's a to-done list. For today, so far, Wednesday, I did my vlog. I watched and made notes on a video. I sent a PayPal report to my landlord. I did individual therapy. I did a check-in with my lawyer via text, and then had a lengthy phone call with my lawyer. So I've done that all in the morning. It's pretty good so far. Still feel sleepy because I didn't get a lot of sleep. And I've only gone through a half a cup of coffee today. And all of that, wait, that doesn't make, no, I filled it once. So I've gone through 1.5 cups of coffee. Normally I've had several, but I also did this thing, started today too. If you look on my to-done list, you see where it says 2-9 up on the right-hand corner. That means I woke up at a 2 and I went to bed I made it up to a 9 that day. On Tuesday, I woke up at a 0 and I made it up to a 5. Today, I'm waking up at a 3. I kind of woke up in fight or flight. And we'll see how far up the ladder I make it today. I just had this intrusive thought that just flashed. I guess that's what I look like when I have a really bad intrusive thought. I just kind of go blank for a second. And it's a little distracting. So anyways, it wasn't really that. I'm able to move past it. So it's been a pretty good morning, and I think I'm going to finish this cup of coffee. I was gonna come on here and say, hey, I'm getting ready to go through my routine. But as I've been very talkative today. In all my meetings and stuff, I've been very chatty. And I did notice also today, I told my therapist, I said I can actually hear in the way I'm speaking and talking that my ADD is very active today. I'm having a lot of my thoughts are ping-ponging around. So I was gonna come on here and say, hey, I'm going through my routine, but what I'm gonna do is finish this cup of coffee. And what changed my mind is I started looking out the window here with the raindrops and noticing that I still have a nice warm cup of coffee. So I'm gonna finish my coffee, look out the window. It'll probably take me about 15-20 minutes. And then I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna take my meds. I'm gonna take a shower. I feel like I'm gonna do the rowing machine today. Put on my new clothes. My brain just ping-ponging. and do my meditation. And that'll be my morning routine. But I also need to think about what I'm gonna eat today. I have some snacks here. If you look right here, those baskets had chocolates and stuff in them, so I've been having a couple of little chocolates, but I need some actual food, so I'm going to have to go to the store today. So I'm gonna think about that too while I'm going through my morning routine. So I'll check in. I'm gonna chill out here for a bit, go through my morning routine, and then I'll check back with you and let you know where I'm headed.
Each day, well, they go by, but they don't change. Seems I've lost you in this game. No, I know I never broke the rules. 10 years, they pass on with you, still here, always walking through my mind. You're with me in everything that I do. I've never seen a love like that before. There's nothing I wouldn't do, and I've never seen how I could be so much more. Never be me without you. Questions, we left so many things still open. And all these pieces torn and broken. Losing what I can't afford to lose. 10 years, I thought these songs would all end here. I thought this longing would disappear. What I feel I can't be controlled. shoes. Never seen a love like that before.
Hey, so I made it through my routine, took my meds, took a shower, and then I went on a call with one of my friends just to check in, and got to kind of co-regulate a little bit and talk about my day and listen to their day. It was nice to check in. Throughout, I've been thinking about today, and first thing I need to focus on is food. So I have these gift cards to Stop and Shop, which is a supermarket, and I have about $80 worth, but I can't get to Stop and Shop and get back with groceries and stuff. So I went on the website and made an order and put it up for delivery. But when I go to schedule a delivery for today, it says all the time slots are full and keeps not letting me do it. So maybe they can't do a delivery today. I don't know. So I don't know what's happening with that. So I'm thinking about how I can get to Stop and Shop today. And it might turn out that I go out and it's very cold out. It's freezing temperature, right at 0 Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit. And it's freezing rain out. So I guess it's a little above freezing now. I haven't been out since this morning, but because it just looks like it's raining, but it's very cold. And it would be a long walk to the supermarket, and I would just have to bring a backpack and carry it back on my back, which is not good for my injury. So I also need to think in the short term what I'm going to eat in the here and now, and I might have to just run across the street since I can't figure out the long-term food. I might just go to the store and get a can of soup to hold me over, or something small just to get something in my belly. Another option is to go to the food bank today. Tried to go yesterday and there's a long line and I had a panic attack, and I ended up just going and buying soup. You've already watched it on the vlog. I don't feel too great about going to the food bank today. The only thing it would get me is half a gallon of milk and a thing of chicken. Most of the other stuff I can't really use. It would probably realistically get me some mac and cheese and stuff too. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, and I need to think what I'm gonna put in my belly right away and what I'm gonna put in the rest of the day. And my ADD is it's on high alert today. My brain is ping-ponging around. Every conversation I've had with anyone today has just been, I've been all over the place. So I do have a frozen pizza, Elio's Pizza Square, in the oven, and I put some cheese on it, and I could put that in the oven and have a slice of pizza. And that'll do me for the morning. That'll give me some energy and at least get something in my belly. And I know the pizza has a little bit of green pepper and onion on it and pepperoni. So that's what I think I'll do. I don't want to, but it feels like I can eat that. I feel capable of eating that. And I'm gonna put this whole delivery on hold because it can't happen today, and I really wanna make it happen today. So we'll see what I can do. So from here, I'm going to make that pizza, and I'm gonna open up my to-do list, and which is right back here. And I'll probably put on some music and make my pizza, eat my pizza, look at my to-do list, and see what I want to do with my work time today. And it's just about 1 o'clock, so yeah, I would like to put in some work today. All right, here I go. All right, so I ate my slice of pizza, and feels good. I have some gas bubbles in me that feel uncomfortable, but I'm kind of moving around and working them through. So I want to change my chairs. I have my relaxing chair there, so I'm gonna get that out of the way. And I'm gonna put in my work chair because I'll be sitting up straight in working position, and just I get more done when I'm in that chair and I'm more in working mode. I'm also going to be raising up the shades. I don't want to bring the shades up all the way like I sometimes do to bring the energy level up. My energy level feels okay. I'm just bringing it up halfway. I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I'm sitting down now, and what I'm going to do is look at my to-do list, see what I want to get done today, and that's what I'm planning on doing. I also had a musical idea. So generally, if I have a musical idea, I try to get right on it. Sorry, I'm picking up things around the apartment as we go. But so I have a musical idea for a song. I want to test it out on guitar, so I'm going to try that for a little bit. And then I'm going to look at my to-do list and see what I want to do from there. So that's where I'm headed. I'd say I'm started at a 3. I'm probably at a 5. But I do have some anxiety. I still do have that thing where it would feel nice just to crawl back into bed, and yeah, so I'm still having to kind of make myself push forward, you know. All right, I'll check in later. Hey, just checking in. I was just panicking a little bit, and so I just breathed through it, and I'm just kind of coming down. I've been sitting here with my with my Google Pad open, working on an easy project that is been hard to work on, because I'm trying to come up with a storyline for a D&D one-shot that I want to charge money to play and then donate the money to Home to Little Wanderers. And it's called The Haven for Brave Beginnings. And you pay $20. I get 6 to 8 people. We all play through the adventure for 4 hours. They each pay $20. And that $120, $140 goes to the Home to Little Wanderers. And then I can also sell the Dungeon Master's guide on how to run that thing, and that money can go to Home to Little Wanderers. So it's just a fun thing for me to work on too. My brain really enjoys Dungeons and Dragons and the mechanics of storytelling. And so I've just been working on the storyline ideas and kind of defining what kind of adventure I want. Normally this would be really super easy work, but it's been a little tough today because my brain, like I said, is ping-ponging around. My stomach feels good because I ate the pizza, but I'm a little panicked. I was panicking a little bit because just how short things are. I have dinner sitting right here, which is ramen noodle bowl, and so, or if I just get hungry, I can just go eat that. That's the one option I have. And so, yeah, I got a little panicky. I also don't have much cannabis this week. Normally, I vape cannabis. And I've been short on that, so I don't really have that so much available to me. Which has been okay. That really hasn't been too much of an issue for me. So I use that to get over my anhedonia and get moving and get working, but I've been able to do that pretty well anyways. So that's not too bad. I haven't been really needing cannabis as much as I needed it before. I've been able to kind of work through my mornings without it. But I have to tell you though, the vaping is helping me not smoke cigarettes, and I still really want to smoke cigarettes. So, so yeah, I just wanted to give you an update. I got a little panicky, and I thought about what am I going to eat later, and what am I going to do this week for this and that and stuff like that. And I just started breathing through it, and then I thought, well, maybe why don't I check in with the vlog? So I started the day at a 3, which is kind of, it's better than a 0, but at a 0, when you work your way up from a 0, when you get to about a 3, for me, that's when I reach fight, freeze, or flight, and I get a lot of anxiety and stuff, and I've just been kind of stuck there, and it's been hard to move beyond that. So I'm still kind of at a 3, and working on this D&D thing has been a little easier. I tried picking up the guitar and doing a little songwriting, and I quickly got really frustrated. And I tried playing my little video game, and the computer kept restarting. So I said that must be the universe saying I don't need to play a video game. So then I tried music, and I got frustrated with music very quickly. So yeah, just easily working through the general ideas of what I want this D&D adventure to be, for the haven for brave beginnings. Okay, my night went pretty well. What happened was I was stressing about food and stuff, and so I reached out to my son and to see if he would have the energy after work to come take me to work, take me to the store. And he got back to me, and he did, and he came and picked me up. We went to the store. I got about $100 worth of food and brought it home, and then he just hung out with me here, and he showed me a bunch of videos of people he's been watching on YouTube, and games that he's been playing and stuff like that. So I just had a really nice evening hanging out with my son. That was really nice. So it's kind of late now. He stayed until about 9 o'clock, which is my bedtime. And then I was just here finishing up some work from the day, and checking my emails and stuff. So now I think I'm gonna head to bed. And I started the day at a 3. I'm finishing about a 7. 8 is, I mark 8 as being okay, I'm safe and social and I can go out and socialize. I'm just below that. All right. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Cheers. Happy Thursday. I feel a little exhausted this morning. I got up about 7 in the morning, and first thing I had to do was go outside, across the street to get more toilet paper because it was all out. And And I made my coffee. I came home. It's not as cold as it has been the last couple days, which was nice. So I went, got my stuff at the store. I came home, made a cup of coffee, and I didn't sleep very well last night. I was tossing and turning and flipping all around like a fish out of water. So I feel very tired today, waking up, and I'm just enjoying the morning, doing I get my nice quiet time today where I can just sit and look out the window. It's a nice blue sky, and I'm watching the seagulls. They fly around in my apartment, and there's usually 2 or 3 seagulls that just kind of live right around here. I don't know if it's the same ones every day, but there's always 2 or 3 seagulls just flying right here. So I'm enjoying my coffee. I don't know what today has in store for me. Most likely it's going to be, work session. I'm feeling like on the emotional ladder, I'm about a 4, which is good because I feel like 3 is fight or flight. You really want to get above fight or flight, and I feel up above fight or flight today, and feeling not too bad. Feeling okay today. I have a little hope for the day that it will be a good day. So I don't know what today will hold, and I don't need to think about what my day is going to be yet. All I really have to do is sit here and have my coffee and look out the window and enjoy the morning. It's still really early, so that's what I'm gonna do. I might put on some relaxing jazz music or something. Cheers. Happy Thursday. Hey, just checking in. Going to get myself another cup of coffee. I've been enjoying sitting and relaxing. It's been a nice quiet morning with really no rush. I'm probably going to have some of this coffee and then probably work my way through my routine pretty soon. But like I said, I'm in no hurry. Today I have a couple things that I have to do on the schedule. I have a meeting with my social worker this afternoon, which I hope to get a lot of work done with her. And then after that, I have to go to Stop and Shop again, because I figured out the gift cards that I had, they didn't work when I was at the store. I don't know if I told you about that. But I went and I think I did. I got $100 worth of groceries, and I used my gift cards, and the gift cards said that they were empty. And so I was like, all right, put all the stuff back. And then my son stepped up with his debit card and he just bought it all, which is very sweet of him. Made me a little teary. So I got the food, and then I came home and I checked the Stop and Shop website, and it said I had $100 credit. So it had redeemed the gift cards online, but I hadn't put it. I had canceled the order, and they don't do delivery. So last night I thought what I'll do is I'll order more things that I need for the kitchen, and I'm gonna order light things that don't weigh too much. And then since they don't do delivery, I did a pickup window between 3 and 4, and which is going to be hard for me, but I'm going to bundle up, go out in the cold, and I'm going to bring my big hiking backpack, and I'm going to walk to Stop and Shop. It's about 25 minute walk, and I'm going to pick up all my groceries, shove them all into the backpack. It asks me what type of car I'll be driving. And so I put other, because I'm not going to be driving. Sorry, I got the burps. So I'm gonna throw it all in my backpack and walk home. So that's kind of my day is go through my routine as always. That's the bare minimum. Social worker meeting, and then make it out to Stop and Shop in the afternoon. And then I want to put in a work session today. I was trying to think of what I wanted to do. I sat and thought about working on the book. And the first thing that I kind of really need to do is reopen what I've written and read through it and to get back into that flow. And I imagine myself doing that and crying a lot because it's very heavy material. And it's very personal, obviously. So I knew whenever I work on writing the book, I end up crying and it's a tearful time. And I don't know if I'm feeling up to that today. Some days I feel strong enough to step into that zone. And so I haven't decided whether I'm going to work on the book, which just requires me opening it up and reading what I've written, or if I'm going to look on my to-do list and see if maybe there's something else that will do me better today, if I can be more productive in a different area. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna sit here and have the rest of my cup of coffee here, and then probably my next step will be to go through my routine. It's 10 o'clock, and I feel like I did some other stuff. I watched some vlogs, and I kind of caught up on the news, which was not great. So yeah, normally I have cannabis in the morning when I wake up, and I don't really have that today, and I'm kind of feeling that, but it usually helps me with my anhedonia and kind of puts some wind in my sails, but I think I'm doing all right. I'd say I'm about a 4 or 5 right now on the emotional scale, so I'm slowly going upward. Hey, the train's going by. I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear the ding, 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 ding. So I've just been sitting here thinking about what I want to do today. Some days I'm sitting here and I just have this feeling inside me that I need a win. And I need to check off a win. And a win for me is defined as not actually getting something, but trying for something. So I will reach out to a venue about a gig, or I'll write to someone about an interview, or I'll reach out to some podcasts and send out some emails to podcasts and things, and just send out things hoping to get a reply and some momentum, you know. So something I might do is find 10 podcasts that are relevant to me and write to each one individually and send off 10 emails. And the last time I did that, Mad in America wrote me back, and I ended up on their podcast. So just sending out the emails for me is a win because I accomplished something. I don't feel like I'm really ready to step into reading my book. But what I might do today is, in my book of many things, I have a lot of my notes for what I'm going to be writing next. And so I think I'm going to look through those, maybe organize those a little bit, and just kind of get my brain thinking about that. And I really don't want to. I don't want to think about the past right now. I'm just trying to get through the present, you know? I'm finding it difficult to want to jump into the past. I think because my mood is good, I want to, you know, it's up there at a 5 or it's going up to a 6. My mood is feeling good. I don't want to bring it down by working on my book, you know? But sometimes I have to if I want to get the book done. So I might open up my book notes a little bit today and But what I'm gonna do now is go through my routine. So I'm gonna go through my routine and then come back out here with fresh clothes, all clean, have a bowl of cereal, and then I'm gonna sit down and try to get a win. Okay, I made it through my routine. Not all of it. I just took a shower, I took my meds, put on some clean clothes, and now I'm looking at something to eat. I think I said I was gonna have a bowl of cereal, which I have Crispix, which is one of my favorites. But I'm not going to go for that this morning. I have to say, though I feel my ARFID today, you know, my brain is telling me that it doesn't want to eat, and I'm feeling the hunger pains and stuff. The mountain that I climb every day for ARFID doesn't seem as big today, and some of that is because I have options here, whereas yesterday my only option was a can of ravioli, I think, or something like that. Now I have hamburgers, I have hot dogs, I have cereal, I have watermelon, I have ice cream snacks, I have ready-made meals. So waking up and thinking, I was thinking, you know, I could handle doing a bowl of cereal. And then I thought, wait, I have options too. So I decided while I was in the shower that I was gonna make a bacon cheeseburger. The burgers that I bought. Let me show you the burgers that I bought. I really love these burgers. Bubba burgers. And I bought bacon cheddar Bubba burgers. So the bacon and the cheddar is already in the burger. And I'm gonna take those out here. So it's really simple, where I just cook the burger. It's already got the cheese and the bacon. It's already seasoned. Bubba burgers are really delicious. And then I just put it on a bun. I probably won't even put ketchup on it because it's got enough flavor as it is. And that'll be my breakfast lunch. And it'll help me with my hunger. So I'm feeling pretty good about that this morning. I think that's why I woke up in a better mood today, because I didn't feel like I didn't feel like that ARFID mountain was gonna be as big as it normally is. So without further ado, my kitchen is a bit of a mess. Got stuff everywhere. I didn't really unpack very well last night. So I'm gonna clean up around here, put on some music in the background while I cook myself a bacon cheeseburger. Hey, so I'm doing the hard thing of the day, which is the walk to the supermarket. It was hard to get myself to do it, and it's hard to do it because it's pretty cold out, which means my pain level is gonna go up, and I'm gonna be carrying a lot of stuff home in this backpack. So when I get home, my pain level will be higher. But that's okay. Then I can sit and relax, have something to eat, and enjoy my evening. So it's pretty cold out, but it's not as cold as it was the last couple days. So it's not so bad. I have 4 different layers of clothes on. So I'm doing all right. My mood is, before this, what did I do before this? Since my last check-in, I had a meeting with my social worker. We talked about different things that I'm working on, different doctor's appointments that I need to make, and just going over my 2026 plan, what my priorities are and what we're gonna work on. And then I laid down for about a half hour, 45 minutes, because I was just exhausted. And I set my alarm And I didn't fall asleep, but I just laid there and was really tired. And then talked myself into getting up, putting on layers of clothes and heading to the store. So that's what I'm doing now, and you're all caught up. So I'll check in later. Hey, so that was pretty painless. I went to the store, told them I had a pickup, and they had me stand in a parking spot, a numbered parking spot, because normally people come in cars to pick it up. And then I had to call and say, hi, I'm in parking spot number 3, my name's Kev. And they brought it out to me and they looked at me like, where's your car, you know? And I was like, nope, it's just going in this backpack. And I feel I've worked up a sweat because I'm walking kind of fast, and feels pretty good. I'm looking forward to getting back home though. Kind of walking fast, so I'll hurry up and get home. But my mood is good. It's nice to be in the sun. Hey, so I thought I'd check in. I'm just making some coffee. When I got home, I had a smoothie, and that was really good, a banana strawberry smoothie. And, oh, here it is right here. And it was delicious. I love banana strawberry smoothies. And so I got several of them, so that's something I can have in the morning, and it's easy on my ARFID. And so now I'm just relaxing, chilling out, and I'm just gonna sit and probably play a little guitar, watch some videos, maybe do some writing, just do this and that. I don't feel hungry because I had 2 burgers and then I just had a big smoothie, so it is dinner time, but I'm not hungry right now, so maybe something later. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit, and I'm making coffee, so I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, look out the window, at the lights, and hop around YouTube, probably check in on the different vlogs that I like to watch, and yeah, just have a relaxing evening at home. Let's look at my to-done list for the day so far. I'm trying to do it with one hand. So, you can see my to-done list for today is, first of all, I woke up at 4, and I'm feeling like every time I look at the camera, I see this dot today. I don't know what that is. It's not a pimple. I must have banged myself. Anyways, what did I do today? I've been vlogging. So vlogging always counts. Online Stop and Shop order, I made that. I did some gaming where on my RuneScape game where I did all the things called the Lumbridge tasks. I made a daily grateful thumbnail for tomorrow. I wrote a wisdom essay about suicidal ideation and posted it on the socials. I had 2 burgers, and I walked to Stop and Shop to pick up all the food. So I started the day at 4. I'd say I'm about 7 or 8, feeling pretty good. Feeling 8, I call 8 is up at Safe and Social. So I feel like if someone said, hey, do you want to go out and go karaoke tonight, or do you want to come and do a show tonight, or something like that, I feel at a place where I could go do that and feel comfortable. So, and a lot of that has to do with I'm doing well with my ARFID. I have food in my belly. I had food in my belly yesterday, and it's non-processed. It's good food, and I'm not stressed about where my food's coming from. So it's been a good ARFID day. It wasn't really a big mountain I had to climb today. It was just like a little molehill. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I think I just kind of want to sit back, enjoy my coffee, enjoy my good mood, and yeah, and maybe watch some silly videos, cat and dog videos or something like that. Hey, checking in. playing my RuneScape game, watching some Critical Role. And my girlfriend brought this over the other day because we were gonna do a spa day. And it's like a face mask thing for your face. And I've never done anything like it, so I thought while I'm sitting here playing my video games, I would put this on and see what it feels like, see if it's good for my skin, and see what it does with these bags under my eyes. You know, maybe make those go away. I don't know what this is. I don't know anything about it. I'm just gonna put it on my eyes and cheeks and foreheads and right here, and I'll check back in. Okay, if you can see, I have the mask on my face. My face is all goopy and goopy. So I'm supposed to leave it on there for like 20 minutes or so and then wash it off. And what I probably do is take a shower, relax my muscles, put on my sleeping clothes, and when I wash this off. But we'll see what this does. Here's the before. Hey, well, I took a shower and this green tea peel off did not really peel off very well. It was more like trying to peel off a layer of skin after a sunburn. It just came off in little pieces. So I just hopped in the shower and scrubbed my face really good, and it feels nice. You know, I still got my bags under my eyes, which I would love to find a way to get rid of those, but, you know, it felt good to do. I feel all refreshed. Whew. So, it's about 8 p.m. I'm probably going to be up for another hour. Just going to watch some of my show, Critical Role, and just relax for the rest of the evening. And then probably head to bed, so, yeah. Good morning. Happy Friday. I think it's Friday. You know what? My brain is so foggy, I'm actually going to check. Make sure that I know what day it is. Yes, it's Friday. Okay. I'm feeling under the weather this morning. And I feel like I had a pretty rough night last night, though I don't remember. I remember tossing and turning a lot, and feeling really hot and then feeling really cold. And this morning I'm waking up and I'm not feeling very good. I spent a good 40 minutes in the bathroom, nauseous, and now I am sitting at my desk and looking out the window and having my coffee, and just trying to feel better, trying to think of what today is going to be. I might be spending a lot of the day resting and in bed. I'd say physically I feel like I'm at a 0, but mentally I'm not doing that great either. I'm waking up with this feeling that I haven't accomplished anything or enough, you know, and I don't know why I'm feeling that way. I have lots of evidence to the contrary. What I often do in the morning is text my 2 best friends just to say good morning, and so I told my friend Kay that, you know, I was feeling really kind of down on my accomplishments, and they cheered me on and sent me a very positive message, so that's good. I'm not in any hurry to move because a lot of my body is very sore and achy, and I keep feeling really hot, and then I turn on the heat on the stove because I start feeling cold, and I put on a hoodie, and then I start feeling hot again, so I shut it all down and take off the hoodie and cool off. So I know the flu is going around. Several people in the building have the flu, and so maybe I just have a touch of the flu. But there is something inside me I can feel that is positive and motivated. I'm just having trouble tapping into that right now because of the way I'm feeling physically. Mentally, my brain's beating me up, but I also feel that there's some hope and motivation in there as well. So though I'm not feeling well, I'm gonna try to tap into that hope and motivation that's buried somewhere in there. And I'm just gonna have my coffee, look out the window, probably enjoy maybe some comedy or something on YouTube. So good morning, happy Friday. And also I'm now remembering that today is a day that I do my daily grateful. So I'm not in a big hurry to do it, but I will grab my book. Where is my book? Oh, it's back here. So I'll get my daily grateful and just kind of leave it here and slowly work on that. That'll give me something to do while I sit here. Okay, I'll check in later. Hey, checking in with the vlog, having some smoothie, strawberry banana smoothie. It's been very helpful this morning. Since my last check-in, it's been a difficult morning. I haven't been feeling good, but physically I'm feeling a little better than I was this morning. It's been very loud here this morning, which has been a little frustrating for me. I got up and the first thing I did this morning was my daily grateful. And then I went to make a video about my daily grateful, and my phone said, "Sorry, but your memory is full." So I forgot to upload halfway through the week like I normally plan to do. So my phone was full. And then I spent the last 3 hours frustratingly uploading my files to the cloud to empty out my phone. And I can't just select all files and upload or select some and then upload them. I have to do them one at a time and check that each one goes through, because when I do multiple files, I find that it doesn't do all the files, or it freezes up, and so it took me, I'd say, about a good 2.5 hours of uploading my week's worth of files to the cloud, just so I could empty my phone and continue vlogging and do my daily grateful. So in that 3 hours, mentally I've kind of gone downhill. I'm not in a great place. I have a big headache. And I went out for a walk, and while some files were uploading, I had some particularly big files. So I took my phone and I went for a walk around the block, and it's a lot nicer out today. It's not as cold as it has been. Today my ARFID has been a lot easier. I'm having starting off with the smoothie, but I woke up and I didn't have hunger pains, and I didn't have to force myself to have a smoothie. After my cup of coffee, I was looking forward to it. So having food in the house, which has been kind of the priority this week, is to get food in the house and work on my ARFID. Having food in the house and options to eat has really been helpful, and with my energy level and my mood and my outlook. So that's been nice. My ARFID has, throughout the week it got really hard, but it's been doing better by the end of the week. So my plan from here is, so while I was uploading, you can hear it's so loud in the hallway today. It makes it difficult for me to concentrate. So what I also did this morning while I was uploading videos was I did my morning routine. I took my meds, took a shower, got changed before I went to the store. So that's something that I didn't get to tell you about. So I've kind of gone through my routine. I've uploaded all my files, cleared my phone, and I'm kind of good to go for the day. Usually I like to upload my Daily Grateful early in the morning, first thing, but after this video I'm going to do my Daily Grateful. I just really needed to hop onto my vlog and just say it's been a hard morning, and I'm doing the best that I can. I'm not feeling great physically, and I'm hoping to go up. I'm hoping to climb the emotional ladder today, and I am feeling physically a little more better than I was this morning. I kind of woke up this morning feverish and feeling really bad. My fever is, I don't have a fever anymore, and I'm just very sore and feeling yucky. But I'll check on later today and let you know how I'm doing, and I'm not sure what today's gonna look like yet. I feel like I'm still trying to get through the morning, even though it's noon. And my next step is I'm going to make my Daily Grateful video. Kind of going downhill, not feeling very good. My mood has gone downhill and physically going downhill. I'm not feeling good, so I'm gonna lay down for a while, and that's about it. Feeling it's been a frustrating day, and my brain is very loud. I have a lot of feelings going on. It's kind of hard to communicate. So I'm just gonna lay down for a while, see what happens. Well, I laid down for a while. It didn't really help my mood at all. Just kind of in my head, you know. But I'm feeling hungry, so and I just drank some orange juice on an empty stomach, so it doesn't feel very good. But I put a cheeseburger in the oven, and I got that cooking so I can have something to eat. Feeling anxious, panicky, feel sick. Not the best day today. It's been a quiet day. Haven't heard much from people, so all right, I'll check in later. Hey, checking in. I've just been kind of hanging out, and I went and visited my neighbor Jeff, and my friend Dan came over, and we kind of hung out, and that was actually a little overstimulating for me. I didn't say too much. It was kind of just having a difficult time with my mood. So I came back upstairs, and I was watching some drum videos and checking messages and stuff. Now I'm sitting down with a little watermelon half, and I got a spoon, and I'm just gonna enjoy this as a snack, and I'm gonna watch my show Critical Role, which generally brings me some comfort and usually makes me laugh and gets my brain in a little more lighthearted mood. So I'm doing that to try to increase my mood, but I'm still feeling pretty low. Can't really think of a particular reason for it, just feeling down. Train's going by. I ate my watermelon. It was good. I might even eat the other half later, I'm not sure. It's about 7 o'clock. I would love to just go to bed, but it's pretty early. I just took a long hot shower, and that felt good. It was relaxing. My body still feeling at 100%, so that felt really good. So I'm just gonna sit here, relax, watch my show, and let time go lightly. Okay, well, I'm gonna head off to bed. And gonna keep a little light on. I had the other half of the watermelon, and I also ate a couple hot dogs, so that was good. Played a little RuneScape, and then had a video meeting with my girlfriend, and that was nice. And now I'm heading to bed, and hope tomorrow is a better day. Today was, I started at a 3. I started at a 1, and I got up to about a 5. So I'm probably about a 5 right now. So I did good. Success. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up at a 4 or something and get up to an 8. I don't know. We'll see when it comes tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm so tired. I had a lot of restless tossing and turning, and but I woke up this morning. It's about 8 in the morning, which is me sleeping a little later, but I still feel like I could sleep for another 8 hours. But I don't know if you can hear in the background, my coffee is brewing. So, I have noticed since I've been eating more and eating throughout the day and eating 3 meals that when I wake up in the morning, I have to spend a lot of time in the bathroom, which is kind of a new experience. But it's Saturday, and I want to have a nice day. My mood, I'd say my mood is probably about 4. I'm up above fight or flight, which is nice. And I think most of this week my mood has been increasing. Though I did have that kind of downfall sometime around Wednesday or so when I went through a hard time, but ooh, my coffee is almost done. Oh, Saturday morning, jump out of bed, do, get in my car, ba, all the way to ya. Knocked on your door, heart in my hand, to ask you a question, 'cause I know that you're an old-fashioned man. Yeah. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. I don't even know what song that is. I know all the words. I must have heard it a million times. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl. Marry you anyway. I don't know, that song is stuck in my head this morning. I don't really know it very well either. So, yeah, alright. My coffee's done. I'm gonna get up and have a cup of coffee and greet the morning. And I think today is gonna be a day of treating me nice and trying to have a good day and a good time. Cheers. What will the cue be? No, I'm cueing you.
Yeah.
Okay, I will let you know by what I'm saying when I'm about to introduce you.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, just checking in. It's been a nice morning. I just still having my coffee, and I just grabbed my smoothie. Feeling pretty good, but I'm feeling like I need the smoothie now, so I'm moving on to that. And I am having a meeting with my bestie, Kay. That was the cue.
Thanks.
And we're kind of playing a game together. This game over here, and we're on the same team, kind of. Kay just joined my alliance.
Yep.
So we're just hanging out. I'm doing a lot of staring out the window and brainstorming. Actually, you know what I'm doing is I'm talking Kay's ear off this morning, because I've just been super talkative. Yeah. But it's been a fun morning, and that's about it. I'll check in later.
Bye.
Hey, so I got bacon cheeseburger in the oven, and my friend Kay is gonna go off and do some their errands, and I was gonna do my morning routine. So I'm coming over here, gonna take my meds, gonna check in with Okami, my dog, gonna take a shower, and by then my burger will be ready, and I'm gonna sit down and eat. And my mood is doing pretty good. I have some wind in my sails. I'm not overflowing with exuberance or anything, but it feels nice that I'm not climbing the ARFID mountain today. I had my smoothie, and I'm gonna have a burger, and I'm not feeling too anxious about it or overwhelmed. And I'm not having to wonder, what am I gonna eat today? I know what I'm gonna eat today, so feeling pretty good about that. And today is a Saturday. I keep telling myself that. I've gotten a lot of good things done this week, so I'm thinking about what I want to do today. And I don't have anything that needs to get done today. So what am I capable of, and what do I want to do? I'm gonna be thinking about that when I'm in the shower. I think I'm looking around now, and maybe some cleaning would be a good thing to do. Hey, checking in. It's about noon. And I was watching some vlogs about Boston, people visiting Boston. And because if you don't know, I'm from Boston. I currently live about 25 miles north of Boston, but I grew up just north of Boston and in and around Boston. And so I enjoyed watching people from other countries and other places come and visit Boston and see things that I kind of probably take for granted, and don't think about when I'm passing by, and they're like, oh wow, look at this and look at that. And so it's kind of neat. It was enjoyable. So now I kind of want to get up and be moving a little bit. So I'm going to turn on some music, and I'm just going to do some light cleaning around here. I got some dishes that could be done. And I can't bring the trash down because the dumpster is full. They empty it on Monday morning, so usually I bring it down on Mondays. So yeah, anyways, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm gonna do some dishes, do some cleaning up, picking up around here. Feeling that I'm about, I'd say at a 7. And the reason I say that is because 8 is up but safe and social. I kind of want to go out and be social and do stuff with people. And I'm just below that. I am grateful to be kind of here, and but I am looking forward to after this weekend, I'm gonna meet up with some friends, so I'm looking forward to being social tomorrow night anyways. So yeah, I'm a chatterbox today. I was talking Kayla's ear off, and I've been texting friends and stuff, so I'm gonna put on some music, something I can sing along to, open up the shades in here, and these ones are still closed, get the sunlight going, and just do some cleaning. Hey, Okay, so I filled up my to-done list, and it's about 4 p.m. And so what I did a 2-hour live stream where I played RuneScape, my game, and some people were there, and we were chatting, and it was fun. Most memorably, Kyle and Dylan were there. And in the game, I went out into a dangerous area, and well, I upped my level so I could use the special sword. And I got the sword, I made the sword. And then I went to the special area where they have these blue dragons, and I had to go out into this area where other people could kill you. And I was really nervous to do it, but we were on the live stream, so I thought it would be fun to do it. So I went out there, killed the dragon, and got back safely, and it was fun. So we did a 2-hour live stream. And then I saw that the channel Our Bipolar was about to do a live stream. So me and some of the folks that were hanging out at my live stream went over to that live stream and listened to their Bipolar live stream. So that was nice. And then I suddenly felt inspired to open up my recording studio and do a little recording. And it was really just for fun. I wasn't looking to make anything worth downloadable. But why don't we have a little listen right here? Kev, the editor, can put in some of the music that we'll listen right here. So that's just a taste of the music that I was recording and just having fun doing some recording. And now I'm kind of hungry. Oh, I ate half a watermelon as well when I was watching our Bipolar live stream. Now I think I'm gonna lay down and take a little nap, maybe for an hour or so. I don't want to sleep too long because I want to sleep well tonight and get up early tomorrow. So I'm just gonna lay down for a little while. Before I did that, I wanted to check in and say hi and then fill out my to-done list. And I'll check back later, okay? Cheers. Happy Sunday. Just waking up and making my coffee and stuff. I'll check in a while. Cheers. All right, I'm going through my routine and I want to show you I'm getting my meds ready for the week. So what I have here is, this is today's meds, tomorrow's meds, and the next day's meds. And I use these old bottles to keep them in. And then, so I'll do that, and then I throw them in my backpack here. And so I'm taking today's meds, and then I have 2 days worth of meds. So when I leave, I can stay away for 2 days. That's what I'm planning. So I don't plan on staying away. I'm only planning to go for 1 night, but it's always good to bring 2, just in case something happens. You lose something, it gets ruined or wet, or you just decide to stay another night, you know? So getting my meds ready and going through my routine, having my coffee, taking a shower, and I want to catch the train in a little under an hour. So gotta get moving. Hello, so let's see, I'm waiting for my train. I got my coffee and I'm just relaxing. I got about 25 minutes before I have to head out the door. I'm heading to Harvard Square, and one of my friends is going to be, every week is a choir leader in a church choir at a Unitarian Universalist church in Harvard Square. It's called First Parish Church or something like that. And often on Sundays I will zoom in, through Zoom and watch the church service and see my friend perform and support them. But today, I'm actually going to go there. It takes me about 2 hours to get there because I have to go outside and catch the train and then get my caramel latte when I get into Boston. And I always treat myself with a caramel latte for taking public transportation because it's a pain in the butt. So if I can afford it, I do. And so I take the train into North Station, get my caramel latte. I also think I'm going to go to the dispensary and the ATM. And then I'm going to get on the subway, the underground, the tube. And we call it the subway. And there's different color subways. So I'm getting on the orange line or the green line. You know what? I can get on the orange or the green line. And I'll probably get on the green line because they come more often. And I take that to Park Street, which is the Boston Common, right in the center of Boston. And from there, I switch to the red line, and right in the center of Boston. And then I take the red line out to Cambridge, where MIT and Harvard and all the college area is. And so I take the red line out to Cambridge to Harvard Square. And that's probably where I'm going to end the vlog for the week. And during the trip, I'm kind of thinking about the week, and it was a tough week. So I'm just going to do a little thinking about it during the trip. I'll take you along the trip as much as I can, and then and we'll finish off the vlog in Harvard Square. I don't know if you don't know my story. When I was a teenager, I was homeless. And when I was about 17 or 19, 19, before I joined the Army, I was homeless for about a year or so. And I lived in Harvard Square. And I lived in a shelter that is which is in the basement of the church that I'm going to today. So it's kind of, it's always an interesting feeling in my body and in my brain when I return to Harvard Square, because I used to live there on the street and sleep in the park and do busking on the street with my guitar. It has changed. When I go to Harvard Square, a lot of the places that I used to hang out, find refuge in, and things like that back when I was a teenager are no longer there. There used to be a lot of runaways that hung out in Harvard Square, teenage runaways and homeless kids, and I'm not seeing them anymore. So I think they've been kind of moved out. So I don't know. When I get to Harvard Square, if I have the time before the church service, I just want to walk around and remember, and it will really help me in where I am in writing my book too. So, okay, so I'm just having my coffee, smoking my vape. I'm gonna leave the house in 15 minutes and go catch the train. Even though my eyes are getting watery, it's actually a very nice day out. It's kind of wet, it rained, and it's chilly, but it's not frigid and cold like it has been. So it's kind of nice. It's a quiet morning. Feels good. Just having a nice, slow, quiet morning, and it's not too cold, so I'm not all tense and crumpled up. So I'm going over here, and I'm gonna wait for the train. I don't have any headphones. I wish I had headphones. Listen to some music, but that's not. It's okay that I don't have headphones, because, to be honest, I think one good thing about my ADD, schizophrenia brain is that a good thing about it is that it keeps me entertained. I don't need a lot of, I can sit and wait in my brain. I just keep myself entertained with the dialogues in my head, you know? And just having fun with that, so. Hey, seagulls. Seagull, you fly across the horizon into the misty morning sun. Nobody asks you where you are going. Nobody knows where you're from. Whew, that was not very good singing in key. Nobody here. I'm the only one at the train station. I think I'm here kind of early. Looks like I have, oh yeah, I'm here 15 minutes early. So, like I said, I keep myself entertained in my head. And I'm just gonna hang out here for 16 minutes until my train comes.
Time is an angry god, and I want to hold it, and age is forever flawed. And we beat and scolded, there's an opening to an end. And we cannot close it, round back to the start again. We and time, you had it all in your hands, and life we were drawn up from the sand, from dust and back again.
This is the inside of North Station. We got a lot of Boston Celtics, and the pro shop here has all the Boston Celtics and Boston Bruins hockey. I'll show you a little bit here. All right, so I'm here at North Station, and I'm gonna go to Starbucks because I think I said earlier, whenever I gotta take the train into town, I always want to treat myself to a caramel latte. So that's what I'm gonna do. My hair is pretty crazy today. I think I need a haircut. I need to start wearing hats. Let me know in the comments if you think I should start wearing a hat, and what kind and stuff like that, because this hair is just out of control. I also got that big bald spot back there. So this is North Station, and where you go in and you see the concerts and stuff like that here. And right here we have the statue of Bobby Orr and scoring the Stanley Cup game-winning goal. I forget what year. I was a kid when it happened. And then here we have Starbucks. That's where I'm gonna go get my latte. And then I think I'm gonna go to the dispensary and get a new vape. So I'll check in a bit. All right, I got my caramel latte. It's just hangout morning with Kev today. As I go through Boston, here's the Bobby Orr statue. So that's North Station. It's also called the TD Garden. The North Station part is the train station across the street here. And then it's called the TD Garden, where they have concerts and NHL, NBA, and stuff like that. So it's this big building behind me. And I got my latte. There's lots of pigeons all around. I love watching the pigeons. Ah! You see them here? They fly really close to your head. They don't hit you, but they almost hit you. You can hear you can feel the wind from their wings as they fly by your head. They're inside North Station too, so when you're sitting there indoors waiting for the train, there are pigeons who live in there, and they ask you not to feed them, because if you feed one, a whole flock, you can hear them flapping their wings, a whole flock of pigeons, if you throw like one French fry down for a pigeon, 100 of them will come flock, and it really annoys people. So sometimes the tourists will do that and the locals will get a little annoyed. And you can see there's a big tall, I don't know if you can see that building up there. There it is. Whoa, it just appeared. I'm walking down the street. This is a very famous pizza place here. And these are pizza wings. But we're gonna go right over here to a place called Ascend, which is the dispensary I normally go to. And I need to pick up a new battery and a new vape. So here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go again. This latte tastes so good. I haven't had a caramel latte in like since before Christmas, so like a month. Okay, here we are at Ascend Cannabis. I can't take you in there, so I'll be right back.
These roads in worn out shoes, carry my load, but not nothing to lose. Long forgotten miles of tourist trials wore away and weathered my blues. Now I've got nothing left but dreaming to do. All these dreams, and I do believe they were born to me while I was lost at sea. And I hold no shame for what became. I've got no chains holding me. I let fly all those dreams of what could be. Where I am and where I've been. Yeah, I've been in love and I've been in sin. But these eyes are wise enough to find dreams again. And hard living follows behind. I keep stepping time to my state of mind, marking the call of any dream at all, seeking to break me, make me fall. Still I push on like nothing's wrong, 'cause I've got dreaming to do. And I hold no shame for what became. And I've got no chains holding me. I push on like nothing's wrong, 'cause I've got dreaming to do. I've got dreaming to do. I've got dreaming to do. I've got dreaming to do.
Hey, well, I made it to Harvard Square. This is the church that I'll be going to in a few minutes, about 20 minutes. And it's right here in the center of Harvard Square. And I'm gonna take a little walk because back here is where the shelter that I used to stay in when I was a teen. We used to have to go at a certain time and wait by a door and wait in line, and there'd only be so many beds. So I thought I'd kind of walk down here a little bit and just see if I can, you know, find that spot. It's been 40 years, so 40, 50, no, it's been 30 years. So yeah, it's always a nice feeling when it's a nice kind of nostalgic feeling, but it also brings me back to my past. Right here used to be a pizza place, and when I was homeless, they gave me a job, and I used to work there washing dishes, and inside there used to be a bathroom that wasn't really known by the public. And when I didn't have a place to sleep at night, I would go into that bathroom and lock the door, and they would shut down the building for the night, and I would be locked in there, and I would be nice and safe. And so I would do that like when it was raining or snowing, or on nights when I couldn't get into the shelter. I would use that restroom to kind of just lock myself in. And then this was a theater. It still is a theater, but it's closed down. But they used to do Friday night Rocky Horror Picture Show there live. So they would show the movie on the screen, and then there would be actors portraying the movie. And it was a really big hit. Like at the time, back in the 80s, it was a really big thing to do. Oh. So I'm just kind of walking around, and I wanted to finish up the vlog as I walk around Harvard Square. I'm gonna walk over towards the Harvard Co-op where Passim is. And Passim is an acoustic folk coffee house that's been around since the 60s. All the big acts used to play there back in the day. Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, and Joan Baez. And then when I was growing up in the 80s, people like Tracy Chapman and Sean Colvin and things like that were playing there. So it's always been a big hub for the acoustic folk music scene. So it's down this alleyway here. It looks like they're doing some work, but it's just here on the right. Oh, you can see it right here. So here we go. And I used to go do a song circle here at Club Passim back in the 80s. I think it was on a Wednesday night. We'd all sit in a circle and share songs and go around in a circle. It was really nice. So yeah, it's nice being back here. I think this is a nice place to finish up the vlog for the week. I started today probably at a 3 or a 4. I kind of got up and had to get moving, and I was a little anxious. I'm feeling at a 7. So almost up at Safe and Social. And I think after going through the church service and watching my friends sing and being proud of them, I'll be up at an 8. And this week, I think I'm going to title the vlog this week something to do with ARFID, because it's really been a hard week for my ARFID, but I worked my way back. You know, the beginning of this week, I had no food. Didn't know how I was gonna get food. I couldn't eat. I was going through a really hard time. And then, you know, and I was asking and praying to see kind of the work of God in my life. And by the end of the week, I had $200 worth of food. And the last couple days I've been eating really well. And climbing that ARFID mountain, the beginning of the week was way too hard. I couldn't do it. I think And then by the end of the week, oh, cute dog. Uh, by the end of the week, it was a lot easier, and I'm feeling a lot better about it. So that's good. I got distracted by a really cute dog walking by. Coming up in March is going to be ARFID Awareness Day, and I think I'm going to kind of make a video where I tell my story, my personal story about what ARFID is for me, how I got it, and my story around getting and trying to recover from ARFID. It's been a real battle, and every day, even on good days when I have like food and food that I like, it's still a mountain I have to climb. It's just not as big of a mountain. I thank you so much for making it this far in the video, and I look forward to reading your comments down below. And yeah, thanks. It's nice to be back vlogging again, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. And stay tuned, and you get to see all the names of the people who made this video possible from my Patreon. So all the lists, and I usually put a song at the end too. So something that I've been working on, or a little rare recording that I find somewhere, I usually stick that on at the end too. So okay, thanks so much. You're a wonderful community, and I really love hanging out with you this morning. And thanks for being there for me this week, and really being such a useful and helpful support. So bye, see you in the next video.
Every day since we have met, living days I won't forget. After all that I've been through, I'm so lost in love with you. And here I dream what lay ahead, as the moonlight shone upon our bed. Now I've so much to lose, I'm so lost in love with you. Now I'm looking far beyond to where I've been and what I've done. Tomorrow might play me a fool, and I'm so lost in love with you. Tomorrow may play me a fool, I'm so lost in love with you.